and light show has brought us to the main event of the evening here in Titletown, and what a game we have in store. Welcome to the home. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Alabama pushing the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He might want another play. Now the play fake. He'll throw it quickly out to the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Waddle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Throwing right. Got him downfield. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. Third and goal coming. Under fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Makes a pass to Marker. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Really good looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Pulls it in. It's Gore. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. He wants to change this route. The give. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Complete to the left. Almost touchdown time. He found some open space and turned on the jet. Wants to throw. It's Waddle. Gets it away off his back foot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. Just ran over it. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. The quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Hall. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And it's incomplete, and the defense. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Waddle. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in your offense?
Trying to run, it's Hall. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. They go to the ground. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Listen, that ain't what the offense expected, but they're plenty happy about it. You just try to create a little bit of room. I don't want to throw out of my own end zone, right? Then I can create a safety. I'm worried about passing. I'm worried about the quarterback.
Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band... Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Off the play fake on first down. Working the big fella to the corner. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Off play action. Bringing the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Intentional grounding.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
He fires to the left side. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Waddle. He's got an open man. Into the secondary. Touchdown time. Oh, that may be in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Using the quick game. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still.
There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Catch in the middle, it's Gore. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes a connection. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Quick strike complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got...
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the... They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.